Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out some Sephora samples that I've got over the years. I have 3 or 4, I think 4 to test out for you guys. Now these are not where I'm going to show you the product packaging because they're just samples, but I wanted to actually test out the sample and see if it's feasible to use. I know that some of them come in kind of inconvenient packaging, so I want to test it out and also just put a full face on and hang out with you guys. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, be sure to give this one a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So let's go ahead, hop in. I'm going to see you guys a little bit closer and we can get started with the samples. So like I said in the intro, not all of these products are going to be Sephora samples, but I do have 4 that I want to test out, and the rest of the products I already own. First things first, I'm going to go in with some primer. This is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is a really, really good smoothing primer. It helps blur out all of my pores and it just makes my skin look pretty dang flawless. I also like this product because a little goes a very long way. When I first got this, I was like, what? It's so small. I'm gonna go through this so fast, but it really has lasted me a very long time. So I feel like over time, I realized that this product is so worth it. First Sephora sample that I have is a foundation. This is the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. Now they did give me 3 different shades to try from, and I think I'm probably gonna be light. I don't know, can you tell? I just thought this was a good way to test out some Sephora samples, and it also gives you an opportunity, like as a consumer, as a purchaser of makeup, to test out the product before you go and buy the whole thing. The good thing about Sephora is you can return something that you don't like even if you have used it many times, but this is just a good way. You don't have to go through the whole thing where like you have to go in, find what you want, purchase it, get it home, try it out, realize you don't like it, and then take it back. It just saves you a lot of time and effort. So I feel like if you can find something that you like within the samples, you're like, oh, next time I go into Sephora, maybe I'll pick that up because I have already tried it and I do like it. So I don't really know how this is gonna work. I don't know if this is going to cover my entire face. I'm gonna open it up. I do have a beauty blender here, which is how I normally apply all of my foundations. I'm just going to lift this little guy up. Oh yeah, no way. This is all you get in the little sample. So we'll see. Pick some up on my beauty blender. All right, this did like my cheek and it's still kind of light coverage. So I don't know, we may have to use a little bit of the medium. This really is not enough to do a full face. I don't know, I'm trying to work kind of fast just to make sure that I can spread it as far as I can. I would say right now it's like maybe light coverage. All right, I pulled this whole thing off. This is all the foundation I have left to work with. I am likely gonna have to go in with the medium shade. I know that my beauty blender sucks up a little bit of product, but this is really not enough to cover your entire face with. All right, I've officially used all of the sample. Maybe that's why they give you 3 samples, even if it's different shades. I'm definitely going to go in with the medium shade. Even if it doesn't match me fully, I just need something to help cover up the rest of my face. And it's okay, maybe it's just a lighter foundation day. I'm just adding the medium kind of all over my skin. I want to make sure that it's all blended in. I almost wish that they would have their sample give you 3 of one shade. That way you actually have enough to apply to your skin. Good thing that I'm tan right now and the medium one is working for me. Right now, I'd say this is a good like low medium coverage. I can definitely still see a lot of my little blemishes coming through, and that may not be the foundation's fault. It may be the fact that I don't get a whole lot of product. I've gone through both the light and the medium. I really like the finish so far. It's kind of reminding me of the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Foundation. It gives like a very similar effect to your skin. It blurs, it makes it a little bit matte, but it still has a very nice glow underneath. So far I like the foundation. I would have liked maybe a little bit more coverage, just a little bit more of a sample, but from what I can test of the foundation so far, I do like it. All right, let's go in with the second sample that I've got. This is the Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer, and this is from YSL. This is what the sample looks like. By the way, these samples are free. If you can add like 3 samples to your Sephora cart every time you check out online. So you could really stock up on a lot of samples. It looks like they gave me 4 different shades. It almost looks like you get more product in this sample than I did in the Sephora foundation, but I think I'm definitely gonna be this lighter shade. This might even be too dark for me, but it's 0.75 is the one I'm gonna go in with. These remind me of little contact lens cases. I bet that's what they used. This claims to instantly conceal dark circles, natural luminous finish in 1 stroke, long wear, and crease proof. I think that it's a pen. That's what it looks like. So I'm not a huge fan of pens. I find that they don't really have a whole lot of coverage. All right, that's what the sample's looking like so far. Hopefully you can see. Okay, well with this like foundation shade, it should be okay. I actually think the shade works with the foundation color that I have on. I don't think it covered up my dark circle completely, but oh my gosh, that gave a pretty good amount of coverage. This has better coverage than the freaking foundation. That made my under eyes look very nice. I'm gonna take a little bit more and use it on the center of my face. I do have oily skin, so typically I'm not a fan of really luminous products, but you know what? This is looking really nice. I'm going to drag this onto my crease since I forgot my eyeshadow primer and it's all the way upstairs. Not going upstairs. Here's my skin. So far, I really like it. I still even have some more left over, so I might put it in a baggie and hold on to it, but I really like it so far. Very pretty, very nice natural looking finish. I can already see it creasing just a little just because it is so luminous. It's not going to stay set down very long. I'm gonna take my regular powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm gonna set down my entire face. My face looks very smooth, very flawless. And I'm going to set down that concealer that I put on my lids that's already creasing. Ah! My face looks very nice, like poreless, extremely smooth, very blurred. It definitely has that soft matte type of finish to it, but I still see a little bit of glow, which I really like. Definitely think this is a very pretty foundation, and the concealer looks very nice. It doesn't look too luminous after I've set it. I guess we'll have to see how it wears. I will update you guys in the description box if any of my thoughts change throughout the day, like if I'm really loving it and if at the end of the day it's just a creasing glowy mess. I will for sure let you know down in the description box. But so far I do really like both products. I'm gonna take this for bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade medium to dark. I'm loving that I'm so tan because I can like pull off this darker bronzer, darker foundation. Just look more healthy. I don't look so much like a vampire or like a ghost, either one. All right, for blush, I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 color blush palette. This has some really great options. It's super affordable as well. The packaging is not the best because it's just this like plastic, but the colors are amazing. It's like every color you'd ever want in a blush palette. For highlight, I am throwing it back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Palettes, I think is what they were called. Let's see, I'm gonna take the shade Dripping in Gold. It's this one right here, that one. I'm gonna highlight my cheeks with it. Who remembers Z palettes, by the way? I mean, like where have they gone? No one talks about them anymore. No one really needs individual pans. I feel like brands are really trying to put things out that are an all-in-one where you don't need the separate pans to make your own palette. Let's see, the last 2 things I have are a mascara and a lipstick. So I'm going to speed on through the rest of this until we get to that part. So I will see you back in a little bit. I have a mascara to try out. This is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination. I don't know how this is gonna work with it being a sample. So it looks like it's this itty bitty little tube. Basically, some of the claims on this is it's supposed to volumize, lengthen, thicken, separate, lift, curl, all day wear, smudge resistant, clump resistant, flake resistant. That is a lot of claims. Apparently it's like the Pro Twist 360 wand or something. I don't know. You guys know I'm diehard for my CoverGirl LashBlast Fusion. I don't think anything beats it. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. You could even use this probably if you're a lower lash line, but I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I do want the mirror up close so that I can see like how I'm feeling about this mascara. It's definitely lengthening and separating my lashes like really fast. Holy cow. I definitely think that it doesn't volumize as much as my CoverGirl one does because my lashes look lengthened, not as much, and they're just a little bit more separated and piecey looking. So I guess it depends on like what you want in a mascara. I personally like a little bit of both, but overall, if I had to choose lengthening or volumizing, I would pick lengthening. So yeah, that's how it's looking on my lashes. It looks nice. I just can't bring myself to repeatedly buy a really expensive mascara considering I go through them like once a month. It's just too, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't last long enough to justify the amount. I don't know, it's not building very much. It's kind of like the first coat you do and then you're done. Kind of like the fibers, it feels like it grabs onto the existing mascara that's already on your lashes and kind of pulls at it and doesn't necessarily add stuff, like add more volume or more length. It just kind of like tugs at what's already there. Last thing I'm going to test out is I got some lipsticks. These are the Lip Stories from Sephora collection. I have a couple different shades here. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna apply them because I don't have something that like can work with it. I don't have anything like a wand, like a doe foot that I can dip in this. So I might just use my finger. I don't know. I have the shade Tan Lines, Labyrinth City, A Little Magic, and Berrylicious. So I think I might try on Labyrinth City first and then A Little Magic. So Labyrinth City is nude and then Magic, A Little Magic is bright red orange. That's totally my shade, except in here it looks darker. I do new. See, I don't know how to apply this. This is supposed to be a matte formula, by the way. Okay, I really like this color. This is a very pretty mauvey berry shade. It feels matte for sure. It's very pretty. I might buy this shade. The application isn't the best because I'm using my finger, but you guys, this is really pretty. Very pigmented. This is so pretty. I don't even know if I want to try on the bright orange because it kind of looks dark. So I might just leave it here, except I don't really know what to do with this. Once you use the sample, it's kind of hard to, what do I do with this? It feels very comfortable on the lips. I don't think that these types of lipsticks are gonna be super long lasting. I think that they're a nice matte lip and you can just reapply it throughout the day. Here is the final makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And let me know down in the comments if you want me to continue doing these because it's super easy just to add those samples into my cart whenever I check out at Sephora, and I can do another one of these. I appreciate you guys watching. I love you, and I hope you had a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.